Hey, welcome to the GGRD Crash Pad, where the Gotham Girls Roller Derby is hosting this MRDA-sanctioned action between the St. Louis GateKeepers and the Connecticut
Death
Quads. Our cameraman is Jonathan R. from the Shock Exchange. I am Hambone. And
I am Ginger Snap.
That's right. We are a husband and wife announcing team, the Tara and Busta Armoff of the flat track, if you will. This is
and
jam
we're
number
off for
one.
the first jam. Mistral says that the jam is on. Zach Sabbath for the Death Quads.
And we have Magnum PIMP for the GateKeepers, who last night were victorious over the New York Shock Exchange in a very impressive victory. Oh, a
Major
big low hit.
block by Nat King Kill.
No, it's a legal
no?
hit by number 24, Nat King Kill. I heard a whistle. I thought there was a foul. I was wrong. I'm not second-guessing the lack of the call there. I just heard a whistle. Our lead jammer is from St. Louis.
Pro Sirius tries to go in for a hit at the very end, gets in front of him, but the jammer calls it.
That was Magnum PIMP with a 4-0 to kick this thing off.
We've got Debaucherous Prime up for the GateKeepers, and number 26 for the Death Quads.
Kenny Cloud Kicker.
We've got an unfamiliar pack setup here in Crash Pad.
Ooh, Fro Sirius with a big shot to Debaucherous Prime there, but Debaucherous Prime comes through and his lead.
Cloud Kicker stuck in the pack, taking the inside, gets out. Oh, but is number
81.
RU81.
That was a risky hit. It looked like it could have been called as a low block, but no harm, no foul there. No blood, no foul. That was Neil Death Experience, number 81. Debaucherous Prime calls it for 2 points.
Hit it and quit it. He's got his points. He's going to call it, get fresh legs out there. For the GateKeepers, we've got number 68, Batwing, and number 19 for the Death Quads, Circle Jerk.
Circle Jerk, known in the women's roller derby circles as the manager for the Connecticut Stepford Sabotage. So this is a hangover bout. It is about, 12:30 in the afternoon. It is a hangover bout, and we're not afraid to admit
hungover.
it. Yeah, we're not afraid to admit it. You know, Dandy Don Meredith and Frank Gifford and, what's the other guy? Pat Summerall, they might have been hungover a lot when they announced. They never admitted it. We're going to admit it.
Circle Jerk and Batwing right on each other's tail. Both of them hitting the pack. Batwing fighting his way through some of those big blockers. A nice, fancy footwork by Batwing at the top of the pack.
Neither jammer is lead, if my view of the right arms of the jam ref is to be believed. Circle Jerk is out of the pack.
He's got 4 points.
Batwing gets past Pygmy Fantastic.
And gets 4 points of his own. Now, the size of each of these teams is pretty evenly matched. There's some really big guys on each team, but the small guys are dealing out the hits as well.
Yeah, number 618, Bled Zeppelin, seems to be a pretty large fellow there for the GateKeepers. And number 86D, who is Wrecking Bills, he's no waif either.
Nat King Kill seems to be the king of re-engaging today. Races up to the top of the pack and gets that one hip hit in, and it's been successful.
We have a major, probably, I guess it's pack destruction on number 216. That's Jukebox Hero for the GateKeepers. Circle Jerk is out of the pack. Looking a little tired. It's very hot in New York City this weekend. The inside of this room is a little cooler than the outside, but not much. We've got our air conditioners working on full blast.
At least the track is dry today. It's not squeaky like it was last night at Coney Island. Up we have number 42 for the Death Quads. We've got the Pastor of Muppets, or Muppets as he likes to be called.
We have a timeout, an official timeout.
And when the
we're
jam
working on
gets
getting
going,
our scoring system going here. We'll have we're working on getting our scoring system going here. We'll have more updated stats for you in a second. I'm going to excuse myself to try to work on that problem for a second.
Shango Fat's got the star for the Gatekeepers. The Death Quads seem to like the pivot line, which is a long, neglected line in Crash Pad these days. Gatekeepers making a big wall at the back. The Gatekeepers will start down one. Number 216, Jukebox Hero in the box. An excellent opportunity for the Death Quads to capitalize on this. Anytime that Jukebox Hero is in the box, you want to capitalize on it.
I am back from my problem-solving mission with some success. We have a score. It is 22 St. Louis and 12 for the Death Quads.
We're still in an official timeout here. Mistrial head ref for the this morning. Making sure everything is tight and right.
She is a bright and shiny face on the ugly wart of roller derby. I made a lot of bad analogies and metaphors last night, and I'm picking up where I left off. All right, here we go. Mistrial waves her lovely arms, which is, again, a strange thing to say about anybody. All right, I'm getting a little punch drunk.
A little punchy.
Rather than being hungover. We have a 4-on-3 pack advantage for the Death Quads. The front pack ref judged that there was no pack there. The jam is underway, and Shane Goffett is your lead jammer from the St. Louis Gatekeepers. Muppets is through after a little bit of a whiff there from Percy Control.
Nice yellow wall at the back, trying to keep Shango Fat.
Yeah, Fro Serious and what is his name? B-Rad?
B-Rad.
Gives him a little. He just gets 2 points there.
Nice fight into the end. You know, the scoring doesn't stop until the fourth whistle. Fourth whistle.
Fourth
whistle.
The fourth thistle. So that was a 1-point pickup by Shane Goffett. We are entering jam number 5 with the score 23-12 in favor of. I really do like these uniforms, these gray, metallic, gunmetal, and lime green. It's a good combination. It's a good look for Derby. Here we had almost exact same setup as the last time, and this time we're not getting the no-pack call. And again, there's a little bit of a chatter from the St. Louis Gatekeepers bench that the no-pack call was inappropriately made there. I'll let you judge for yourself at home. Oh, a nice bit of fancy footwork from Magnum PIMP to get around number 1819. That's Fro Serious.
Zach Sabbath fighting with a gatekeeper wall at the front.
A gatekeeper wall of 1 there. Ooh, nice hit by Led Zeppelin.
4 points for Magnum PIMP, the vice president of the MRDA.
I was about to say that should be 5, and no sooner do I say that than the jam ref does correct herself. That is a 5-point Grand Slam lap. Oh! And he picks up how many more points at the end there? 5 and 4?
5 and 4, making a big 9.
That is 9. If it's numbers that I can count using my digits, I'll probably get the math right. You laugh as if I say nothing funny at home.
The Gatekeepers' little confab with the no-pack calls, I believe they had questions.
Yeah. That was a true no-pack situation, no matter how you look at it. We had 3 Gatekeepers on the ground and 3 Death Quads on their feet.
Debaucherous Prime for the Gatekeepers, fighting with a wall.
Ooh, he gets a little friendly fire there from his teammate who shoves him in the back. That couldn't have felt good.
And way out at the top of the pack, we've got number 26, cloud kicker.
His teammate, Double XL, is on the way to the penalty box. We have a 3-on-2 pack advantage for the Death Quads.
The Gatekeepers are trying to make a little run for it, bumping them back.
Debaucherous Prime kills as much time as he can. Oh, and we've got a block in the back minor there. I thought he might have dinked into a Connecticut blocker. It looks like mistrial agreed. We are rolling full steam into jam number 7. The lead for St. Louis is 20. The score is 32-12. We have Batwing in the line for St. Louis.
And Pastor of Muppets on the line for the Death Quads.
Pastor of Muppets, a dedicated,
Long-time vet.
yeah, he's very dedicated to Derby throughout the entire East Coast. You've probably seen him all over the place doing NSO work, doing training work. Oh, we have what's the signal there from the
It was
green?
A block in the back by Batwing. He's on his way to the box.
And
Number
lead.
18, Fro Sirius clears the inside for Pastor of Muppets, and he is lead jammer. 4-on-2 pack. No, 4-on-3 pack. Sorry about that.
You're right, it was a major block in the back as it's popped up on my Ringster console. Ringster, RINXTER.com. It's crazy good. That's the new slogan I just made up for it. We have a clockwise block minor being called by the guy who's attacking Pastor of Muppets, number 13. Number 13 being High Plains Drifter. Good work by Pastor of Muppets to spin around the Zeppelin guy. I apologize.
Bled Zeppelin. You know, Bled Zeppelin likes to hit with his ass. He has some fancy footwork under him.
Man, a wall with Bled Zeppelin and Double XL, and with number 86D, whose name I should...
Wrecking Bill.
That is just a lot of...
That is a beastly pack.
That is a lot of beef to negotiate. Bang.
And a nice re-engaging by Bled Zeppelin.
Yeah,
but he's got to let him go. He's out of play.
Oh, he picks up a minor out of play in the front.
The jammer for the Gatekeepers out of the box sweeps through past the Death Quads. They didn't have their eyes in back of their heads.
Score, Connecticut with 10 points in that jam. 10 badly needed points. They only trail by 10. It is 32-22 in favor of the boys from the Show Me State.
Show me, show me, show me.
Show me something. This is actually a classic geographical battle between the Show Me State and the Nutmeg State. Everyone knows that nutmegs hate being shown. I am funny. Come on, give me some credit.
The Nutmeg State?
Yes, everyone knows Connecticut. It's the Nutmeg State. Well, everyone who knows that knows it. We had a brief timeout to get our penalty box population settled. There is a no pack 3-on-3.
3-on-3 pack.
Zach Sabbath runs into Percy Control, who is now controlling him. Oh, and
but
he
Shango
draws
Fat
a cut.
is lead jammer.
Yeah, good job by Percy Control, holding up Sabbath and drawing a minor cut on the outside. And
fancy
again,
footwork by Shango Fat.
Shango Fett.
These boys really like their spinning around.
That's right. I've seen a lot of spinning from a lot of boys. So what you said there, it was true.
I speak the truth. I do not lie.
We have
Circle Jerk on the line for the Death Quads.
You know, an interesting thing about Circle Jerk, he is not a jerk, and he's actually not a circle either.
Hambone is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy today. Magnum PIMP for the Gatekeepers sweeps through.
He sneaks through like a jammer through a wall of blockers. That's my favorite analogy for that situation. Oh, number 24.
More spinning, more re-engaging.
Yeah, number 20. Oh, Circle Jerk gets an out-of-play minor from his jam ref for attacking and engaging that blocker who was out of play in the front. I assume the out-of-play is going against Circle Jerk.
That was a quick 4 points for L7.
Yes, that was a great call there by oh, wait, let me make sure that's what the call was.
That was by Punk U, I
believe. It was. Yes, Circle Jerk did pick up a minor out of play. You rarely see that call, and it was very well made there. He saw a blocker out in front and ran into him as the jammer, and that is absolutely a textbook engaging into a non-jammer out of play by a jammer. Very infrequently seen And when it happens, I love seeing that call. We are
Skatebreed is hanging back trying to make the pack.
We are careening into jam number 10.
Double XL on the track.
The lead for St. Louis is 18.
Not insurmountable.
We had Double XL doing the splits there to kill penalty box time for his teammate Wrecking Bill, who's in the box.
Cloud Kicker had the cut
there
pulled
is no
on him.
pack right here.
Way no pack. Lead jammer for the Gatekeepers.
That's Debaucherous Prime. Ooh, nice footwork. Oh, number 26 for Connecticut. Kenny Cloud Kicker with a little bit of nice footwork to escape. Not a little bit, a lot of it.
Some nice brutal hitting today.
Debaucherous Prime picked up 3 points for his team in that last jam, a 3-0 shutout. We're moving into jam 11. A 21-point lead for St. Louis.
The pivot line getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
The Nutmeg Boys are on the line.
The Nutmeg Boys bringing it to the pivot line. Oh, Batwing goes inside to the line, inside around past her Muppets, and around 2 more boys in yellow, and is your lead jammer.
Nice hip whip from the wall.
Oh, a big clearing hit by Circle Jerk. That was excellent offense there by Circle Jerk. Oh, blocking the back.
Butt action.
It was called as a clockwise block by the Gatekeepers Gatekeepers blocker. I'd want to see that one again. He turned around to expose his butt to Circle Jerk, who didn't know that he was about to get some butt-on-butt action, which is soon to be a trademark copyright of somebody. And that was Jukebox Hero with a smart move there. The refs decided he was standing still when he pulled it off. Jam number 12, we have a 24-point lead for St. Louis.
We have Crashosaurus Rex for the Death Quads.
And for the Gatekeepers, it's Shango Fett, who is the grandfather of Boba Fett. That's in the prequels, the Star Wars episode -2. I'm just going to stop right there.
I think it's BC. I think it's in BC AD.
Shango Fett jumping around, trying to find a spot. He finally does. That was a Percy control, making life difficult for Crashosaurus Rex. And now, coming out of the box, Crashosaurus Rex did not see number 81 coming, and 81 just cleans him up. That's Neil Death experience.
Death Quads jammer trying to play a little defense, but he's following through the pack. It's a very smart move, but the Gatekeepers wall does their little trademark spin.
Oh, face-to-face.
A lot of face-to-face blocking today.
Good determined jamming there by Shango Fett. He almost got, his first time through, he almost got all the way through, but then Hit Happens really held him up for a while. Oh, we have a major cut on Hit Happens. Speak of the devil. He hasn't heard it yet, and now Mistrial gets him out of there.
Crashosaurus Rex is doing a good job of being patient. He's getting knocked around by these Gatekeeper boys. Death Quad's going all offense for a minute.
Sweet Tooth doing a good job getting his butt into the lap of Crashosaurus Rex.
Pastor Muppets at the back of the pack, getting his lap in the lap.
Oh, there's a big forearm.
Everybody down.
It's nap time.
It's nap time on the track.
Oh, the jammer star came off, but it's back on Crashosaurus Rex's head. Big hit by Double XL. This is turning into a great jam for the Gatekeepers. Both jammers staying on the track, but that was a big 15-0, 20-0 for Boba Fett's grandfather. He sure can move for an old man.
Yeah, seriously. He looks really good. We have number L7 for the Gatekeepers. That would be Magnum PIMP. And Cloud Kicker,
Kenny
number
Cloud
26 for the Death Quads.
We're going to have no pack off the start here. And that was, yeah. Yeah, there was no pack, and the call didn't go up, and mistrials giving the room a mea culpa on that one. Oh. It was, she knew that there was an extra person needed to go to the box. That situation. That's all I'm going to say about that. We have 3-on-3. It looks like that did not count as an official. No, it did count as an official jam.
But we've got the same.
No, it did not. Our ringster did not run it forward.
Yellow's
all right,
going
back to regular roller derby. Magnum PIMP.
Headed on the back of the pack. The boys in yellow see him coming. Make a good wall at the back of the pack. Try and pull the cut. Oh, but again, though, with that fancy footwork.
Yeah, Pygmy Fantastic did a good job there to get L7 out, but then he and his teammate couldn't recover enough to get back in front of him as quickly, so he got him out. But there's a big hit to the head by Pygmy Fantastic.
Yes, high block. Veronica Ake,
yeah,
skater for Gotham and a ref for the MRDA,
yeah,
calling him to the box.
That was a unintentional shot to the side of the head of the pivot of.
But you can see that these boys really respect each other. They gave a little fist pump to each other, saying, "Sorry, dude, I really didn't mean to do it." It was
right after that hit. That was number 13, High Pains Drifter. He and Pygmy had kind words for each other, and I'm not being sarcastic about that. Right after that hit.
You know, when you show up early after a hangover bout, you got to be nice to your teammates and your opponents.
So St. Louis has gone on a scoring tear here. The score now is 75-22. The Connecticut Death Quads have not scored since jam number 7. They had a 10-0 shutout, and we are now in jam number 14. So this is a
delayed start. We've got a 3-on-2, but double XL pops out of the box,
yeah,
so it's.
The pack is forward there.
Zach Sabbath has got his eye on Prime.
Pastor runs into number 7-3. And a teammate, Muppets runs into 73. That's Sweet Tooth. Muppets about to take a big hit from Double XL, which was a big theme in last night's bout, and it looks like it's going to be a theme today as well. A recurring theme.
Neil Death Experience holding back Pastor of Muppets.
Oh, Pastor looks for the hips of his teammate number 4, Zach Sabbath, but
doesn't quite get it.
If they only had a whipping belt on, everything would have worked there. I say that sarcastically because anyone who knows anything about Ginger Snap knows that
I hate whipping belts.
Among the many things that she hates, whipping belts is certainly in the top 3.
At the top. Double XL with a big hit.
I don't know if Double XL hit him so much as Muppets just launched himself into the backside or the legal contact zone of Double XL.
I think whenever Double XL hits somebody, you actually just assume that it's a big hit. Just say he hit him.
Muppets just lifted his wrong foot there and committed a minor cut.
Sweet Tooth is having his way with Muppets.
Muppets need some help.
Muppets needs a lot of help.
We have a direction of gameplay violation against 7-3. That's Sweet Tooth. It was originally called as 1-3, and Punk U quickly corrected himself to 7-3 because that 7 does look like a 1 from close up. There's
XL.
Another cut right there. Muppets picking up his foot that's on the infield, resulting in a cut.
Great job by the gatekeepers. When you pull a cut, you take somebody back with you so that you try and get that major. And when the jammer or the blocker or whoever you're trying to pull the cut on comes back in, you've got a wall. It's not just one person. Because if you're all alone in the pack, you're probably in the wrong place.
So that was a 25-0 assault by the gatekeepers. The score, Connecticut stuck on 22. St. Louis at an even 100.
Official timeout?
Well, we had Girl Fox, who is running the Connecticut bench, came out with something specific. She may be utilizing their official review for the first period.
I also see Pearl Jammer over there.
I do.
I love skating against Pearl Jammer. She is on the bench for the Death Quads.
You might see her sporting the number G0 for the Stepford Sabotage. And we have Tucker in the house. Tucker is a dog.
Tucker the dog.
Jonathan R. is going to show us a view of Tucker. Give him a little love.
He's a good doggy.
Good dog, Tucker. All right. We're back into action.
Back into action.
Thank you, Mr. R.
Again, the pivot line getting some love. All 3-on-3 blockers.
In last night's Chalk Exchange St. Louis game, the pivot line got no love at all the entire game. Oh, we had, looks like
Batwing and
929.
Funkin' Crazy.
He was caught by surprise by that beginning of this jam, and St. Louis wanted a major back block called against him back there.
Somebody going to the box.
Whoa, we've got...
Ooh, Wrecking Bill is not happy. Off to the box.
Yeah, his elbow pad's coming off as
with
well.
The refs.
He'll have a chance. Oh, that was a cut. Veronica Ake sees that. Again,
nice re-engaging by Fro Sirius, but it doesn't work. Batwing out of the pack.
Man, Drifter and 216, whose name I'll look down at and verify in a second. Jukebox Hero. Juke has been pulling cuts left and right in this jam.
Funkin' Crazy to the box for the Death Quads. This is not what they need right now. No,
Drifter's
he's
been
off.
doing a fantastic job of noticing when the jammer's out of bounds and just streaking back to pull that cut. He does have to let, better safe than sorry. Funkin' Crazy kind of shaking his head there a little bit in frustration. There were a lot of bodies on the floor in that jam. I wouldn't be surprised to see some towels emerge to help soak up some of the derby love, as we call it.
Derby love on the track. The boys really bring the...
we have a timeout.
The Hugo de Derby.
When we went to Puerto Rico, that's what they called it. So that was a 19-point jam for Batwing. Connecticut really still stuck on 22. They haven't scored since Jam 7. We're entering Jam 16 now. We've got conversations happening in multiple places.
Chatting. There's chatting over there.
Oh,
There's chatting
goodness.
over there.
And Tucker is actually one of those rare dogs who can speak like a human. So unfortunately, we don't have him mic'd.
But he's got great game commentary.
He's also got an incredible vocabulary of about 4,000 words, which I think is pretty high for a dog.
Usually.
I'm not a dogologist, but 4,000 is getting up in toward moderately smart territory.
He could bench manage.
He could. Let's talk about roller derby. We've got 3 Circle Jerk teammates, including Circle Jerk, on the ground, wanting to get this thing rolling. And that's because there are going to be only 2 gatekeepers beginning to block in this jam. That
in
is
the box,
because
we've got Drifter and we've got Wrecking Bill. Mistrial having a little chitty chat with Wrecking Bill.
there are 7 minutes left in this period. 7.5 minutes.
Wrecking Bill's still not happy with that call.
Well, I just hope he fixed his elbow pad. The Velcro was flapping in the breeze there, and it's a very dangerous situation, which I say a little facetiously.
Shango Fat for the Gatekeepers and Circle Jerk for the Death Quads.
He does a great job of splitting that wall, and it was number 001, Playboy, who was the last one he had to face. That one-on-one battle was won by Shango Fett.
I'm sorry, I said Circle Jerk. I was very wrong. It is Cloud Kicker for the Death Quads.
Cloud Kicker not lead.
Some swinging and a missing.
Ooh,
oh.
Yeah, here comes the sweat.
It's
it's
a little wet.
People are screeching around. We're going to need to have some towel action. Speaking of screeching around, the St. Louis Gatekeepers manager in the black T-shirt, I believe that I may be wrong. Don't.
I'm so going to quote you.
Don't quote me on this, but I believe his skate name is Screech Around.
It is Screech Around.
Well, we know there is a Screech Around on their sanctioned roster, and I know that he did manage last night. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. I do like that name a lot. Magnum PIMP. Oh, gets tripped up by Pygmy Fantastic and is lead.
Fro Serious with a little face-to-face action. Doesn't quite make it. Nat King kill. Keeping Muppets back. But it was a minor.
Oh, that is a major block in the back by the green jammer. The front pack ref, I like this call by Chop Saw. That front pack ref made the call. The jam ref did not. I think that was a good use of a front pack ref overrule.
Gatekeeper jammer to the box. An excellent opportunity for the Death Quads to capitalize.
Woo! A lot of action happening right below us. Pastor Muppets with a chance here to, I believe he's on a scoring lap, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe he is.
So this is going to break the drought. Oh, that's a major cut right there.
Major cut by Pastor
Easy
Muppets.
Call.
To the box. Misses the line, has to go all the way around.
Oh, that's unfortunate. This was a
Very
big opportunity for Connecticut. They let it go by the wayside. Tucker the dog was telling me about that major cut. He was, Ray Ramrun, that was a major rut.
That's a good Tucker voice.
Yeah, I know.
We've got blockers out there making stuff happen without any jammers on the track. Some people call this garbage time when we're waiting for the jammers to come back, but it really is an opportunity to assert your dominance on the track.
We've got something on the track. It looks like a harmless bit of uniform number. Yeah,
there we go.
Swept aside by number 7-3. Oh, Magnum PIMP keeping that out-of-bounds foot planted to avoid pulling the cut. Gatekeepers did a great job of that last night. And apparently they are pretty good at it as a rule because they're doing it again today.
Oh, and PMP going to the box for a major forearm.
We have some invective from the Gatekeepers bench directed at a specific official.
Lots of words on that bench to our left.
Yeah, so Magnum PIMP went in the box early with a major block in the back, a call that the Gatekeepers didn't like. Looked like a good call to me. Then Pastor Muppets had his major cut that Tucker the dog called. And then apparently at the very end of that jam, we had a major forearm that I've overheard talked about by Magnum PIMP to put him back in the box. It's not registered in Ringster yet, but it'll be there in a minute, I'm sure. Or it'll be overruled.
That was the call that I saw from the jam ref.
The visiting jam ref?
The visiting jam ref with the white helmet. It's a really bad derby name, but.
Oh, someone's being pulled from the box. Let's see who's being pulled from the box. The conversation is with the Connecticut management, so it's probably a Connecticut player being pulled out. Oh.
Abe Drinkin still wiping.
Sorry for that groan there. I just sat down. When you get to be an 8-year Derby veteran, you're allowed to make little grunty noises when you do things like
sit down.
You should hear me getting into our car every time. So mistrial is directing, I believe, a Connecticut player to go back to the bench.
Pastor of Muppets standing.
Taking off the jammer helmet.
Handing it
koozie.
to Zach.
Yeah, so it looks like that major forearm by Magnum PIMP at the end of that previous jam is holding up. Still don't see it in Ringster, but...
Again, a great opportunity for the Death Quads.
3 minutes and change left in the period.
A great opportunity for the Death Quads if they can capitalize on this. But they've got Neil Death experience and Percy control out there for the Gatekeepers.
Oh, that's a no-pack situation right there. We have a destruction being called by the Connecticut guys. Sorry, Chop Saw is calling a major destruction on
One blocker on the track for the Gatekeepers.
What is number 82 is going to the box for?
I don't know.
because the destruction was awarded to the Connecticut pivot.
He's got to come.
Crashosaurus Rex.
Percy Control waved off because the box is full. Circle Jerk doing some offense, trying to clear that line.
The Connecticut guys in this last jam. Oh, big cut. Well done by the number 82 in green and gray to just race backwards and draw a minor cut. Connecticut doing a very good job of that all day today. That was Percy Control. Nice move, Percy.
Drifter and Nat King Kill right out of the box, trying to make a wall.
And I wanted to follow up my point earlier. Congratulations to Pastor Muppets for breaking the scoring drought in the last jam for Connecticut. And Connecticut gets 9 more. That's 13 in the last 2 jams. Nope, that's 12 points in this jam for Connecticut.
I don't know who it was on the Gatekeepers bench, but
Yes.
Best quote of the day so far, play the damn game.
Well, it was whatever gets called. I don't care whatever gets called. Play the damn game. The Gatekeepers reminding each other that the quickest way to give up a nearly 100-point lead is to panic and complain and, remember to have a good time.
You can only control what you can control, and you can't control the refs. You can't control the state of the track. You can't control the heat.
You can control the state of the track if you bring towels. All right, going into Jam 19, the lead is, quick math, 94, 132 to 38. Connecticut on a little run here with 16 points in the last 2 jams.
Hit happens, number 2 for the death quads. And Jukebox Hero, number 216, is out. He is lead jammer. Only 2 death quads on the track. They're trying to play some offense, get hit happens out of the pack.
Circle Jerk and Crashosaurus Rex are cooling their heels in the box.
Major back block, and the death quad goes to the box.
Oh, Double XL is going to pull a cut if the Connecticut jammer is careless. He is not. Good job. Hit happens, coming back in play in a legal way. And boop.
Nice
he almost
hit by
pops through the pack.
Braid.
Survives a little battle with number 7-3, Sweet Tooth. Connecticut bench is saying, call it, but Jukebox Hero saying, no. I've got someone in the box.
Got to burn some time.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Now he calls it. And he raises his hand to show to show the Gatekeepers bench. I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me when to call it off. I think he thinks he's smarter than every one of his teammates, it's not a great attitude to bring to the track.
Oh, Hambone. Bad mouthing. The show me boys.
Yes. Obviously, I'm kidding on that one. Oh, we are sending someone to the box in green. 314, Double XL. Double XL picked up 3 clockwise blocks in that jam.
Ooh.
So he's in the box with his 4th minor. Jam number 20, set to start. Zach Sabbath and Batwing going to be our scoring skaters.
We've got a slow start.
Percy Control pops out of the box. Circle Jerk pops out of the box.
3-on-3, trying to kill time.
I'm not sure I like this Connecticut allowing the slow start. Connecticut's down by 103 points. They need as much scoring time as they can get.
It's so trendy to have the slow start. Sometimes the logic of doing it escapes me.
Circle Jerk familiarizes himself with the inside Packraft Chopsaw's backside. Has a little love tap. She survives the mild contact. We had 0 points for Connecticut in that jam.
And that is the half.
And 0 points for St. Louis. We have a 9-minute halftime. The score at the half is 141 for the. Do we want to keep this recording? Yeah, let's turn this off rather than having 9 minutes of dead air. Sorry, to be perfectly clear, the halftime score is 141 for St. Louis and 38 for Connecticut. And we'll give you we're going to give you the leading scorers at halftime here. calling it up in Ringster. Just trying to associate the file with the right Acrobat reader. Come on, Tucker, you can do this. So we had 21 jams in the first period. We had lead jammer 15 times for St. Louis to 3 for Connecticut. We had 39 to 38 majors. Connecticut with 39 to 38 minors. Connecticut with 39. St. Louis with 38. 9 majors for St. Louis and only 5 for Connecticut. So Connecticut winning the penalty battle, not the scoring battle. It's 15 minutes in the box for St. Louis and 11 to Connecticut. 2 box trips by jammers for St. Louis and none for Connecticut.
Very good for Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the more aggressive play that a team brings, like the Gatekeepers have brought today, does result in some fouls because you go out on your own sometimes and refs see the forearm, you know, the arms come up, even if it's questionable.
Here's a stat that I think tells a little bit of the story of the score. Looking at what the infractions have been that are being called, we had 11 cuts by Connecticut, 10 minor and 1 major. We had 2 cuts by St. Louis, 2 minors, no majors. I think
it's
that
a testament
speaks
to their
controlling the footwork and just the precision that St. Louis brings to the track. I think that's a huge stat right there. 11 cuts to 2.
And you know, Derby is really, it used to be about speed, and now it's about speed control, and that's what the Gatekeepers have brought to the track today.
In terms of who's in foul trouble, Double XL has 4 trips to the box. No other Gatekeeper has more than 3, that being High Pains Drifter. And on the Connecticut side, we have 2 box trips for Circle Jerk and Fro Serious and Hit Happens. No one else with more than 2. And then let's look at our scoring totals. Points for, on Connecticut, Circle Jerk with 12. Pastor Muppets 14. Zach Sabbath with 12. For the Gatekeepers, we have the leading scorer. Wow, very evenly distributed scoring. Batwing, 38. Debaucherous Prime, 30. Magnum PIMP, 35. Shango Fett, 29. And Jukebox Hero with 9.
You know, that speaks to not only the depth of their bench, but the fact that, you can go out there without star players and just work as a team and get your jammers through and dig with your walls. The Gatekeepers are really bringing the teamwork.
Yep. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a water break, and we'll be back for the second half. We are back for the second period. There are 2 corrections I want to make. I misidentified the Gatekeepers manager earlier as Screech Around. I was wrong. It is Specs Offender. And the other correction I wanted to offer was that Ginger Snap's least favorite thing in the world, whipping belts, actually might be tied with when Hambone leaves his shoes in the middle of the floor. Yeah. Choose your poison there, really. We're going to starting with jam number 21. The first jam of the second period, the score 141 to 38 in favor of St. Louis.
We've got Circle Jerk, number 19 for the Death Quads, and IL7.
Magnum PIMP. We have a 4-3 blocker advantage for.
And this jam is not going to start because everybody's standing up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, they did it right. Every time that happens.
That was close there.
Yeah. We
Pack
have
is front.
Green Slam Turn starting in the box.
Oh.
Running into a teammate.
Friendly fire, but he does get lead jammer.
Magnum PIMP doing as he does. Circle Jerk finds the lane on the inside. Yeah, he slips past number 82, Percy Control.
The inside is like bacon.
L7, Magnum PIMP ducking down, hiding behind his large blockers there. Circle Jerk at the end of that jam, raising his fist in mock anger. Damn you, Magnum. They blew it all to hell. You bastards blew it all to hell. Or you madmen, I forget the quote. Charlton Heston. He was doing his best Charlton Heston on skates. New jam, jam number 22.
We've got Debaucherous Prime.
They do.
Number 26.
26 is written down on your page.
Kenny Cloud Kicker.
He is written down on your page. They're all on your page. Where did you get that page? We got
It's
it
a
from
magic page.
We got it from Harm's Way, who's been incredibly helpful in getting this whole hangover bout coordinated and staged.
Kenny Cloud Kicker almost out of the pack. Gets re-engaged, sucked back in.
Whoa. Falling small, we have Zach Sabbath. Good job of staying out of trouble there. Oh.
One to beat.
Now he's only got teammates. There, he gets lead.
Bled Zeppelin at the top of the pack. Puts him on the floor.
Number 86D there. I keep forgetting his name. Why do I do that?
No love. Wrecking Bell.
Wrecking Bell looked up, expecting to be receiving a call that he wouldn't like. He had a look on his face like, are you going to call me on that? You better not. And he willed himself out of the penalty box there. It looked like a good no call from here, but the look on his face was like, ah.
Nice apex jump. Always love me a good apex jump.
You might love apex jumps as much as shoes in the middle of the floor times -1. That's all the math we're going to do, other than announcing our score, 149-38.
Official timeout.
We have mistrial pulling someone out of the box. Oh, no, she's pulling a mop out of the box. Now, this is a head ref who does it all. She was mistrial. I got to give her credit. She was here at 5:30 this morning, personally assembling every square of this blue track and laying down the pink boundaries that you see, firing up the air conditioning, hanging the curtains. She set up the tripod, she set up the cameras, and now she's mopping the floor. She needs to find someone else to, pick up some of the slack around here.
When we get going here, we will have number 68 for the Gatekeepers. That is Batwing.
And Pastor of Muppets, number 42, going to build on his scoring total, or he hopes to. I'm torn between just lying through my teeth the entire second period or just letting that last one go about mistrial being here at 5:30 in the morning. I think I'm going to stick with the factual from here on out, so I hope you all appreciate it. Circle jerk with a clockwise block.
Doing a little offense. Mistrial. Oh, Pastor almost gets that cut.
He's got these furiously re-engaging gatekeepers to contend with. Percy Control, Inquadable Hulk,
and huge hit. Playboy hits the ground, but he's back up.
Batwing.
Oh, Muppets going to the box for a major cut.
Out of play in the front. They got to let him go. Yeah, Batwing looks like he didn't like the position of the Connecticut blocker sitting in front of him 2 laps ago and just tried to lift him out of the way. Woo! Nice footwork there. That's what we talked about coming out of the first half, was just the control of the boundaries and the skates and staying in bounds and avoiding cuts. We have a 4th minor sending the... Oh, that is a leaving both feet to block. Circle jerk with an enormous clockwise block, not called either.
More clockwise from circle jerk.
Yeah.
You know, this maintained strategy is just ripe. It's like a petri dish.
Oh, there's a multiplayer a little bit by Percy Control. Very close to. The refs had a better view of that than we did from up here. Number 2814 is up there trying to create some offense. That's green slam turn. I think we're going to have a complaint here from from the Connecticut bench about that clockwise major that wasn't called by circle jerk. And I think Connecticut bench should have an equally good case about that leaving both feet to block by the jammer for St. Louis in that last jam. That was Batwing. Batwing picked up 23 points. The score, 172 for the boys from the Central Time Zone. Let me say that correctly, Central Time Zone. 38 for the Connecticut Death Quads.
On the line for the first time today, we have number 643, B-Rad for the Death Quads.
I like names that are invocations, instructions.
B-Rad.
I shall. Oh, Connecticut just destroyed the pack. Yes, good call, Chopsaw. 929 destroyed the pack by taking the knee.
Pygmy Fantastic tries to...
that was a badly choreographed jam start by Connecticut. They had Pygmy,
more butt-on-butt action.
They had Pygmy more than 10 feet out, and then 929 took the knee to destroy the pack, and that's why he gets the major.
What a spread-out pack.
Well, this wall in the front isn't very spread out with Led Zeppelin and number 216, Jukebox Hero. They're making all kinds of trouble for B-Rad. They're making him be unhappy is what they're doing right now, knocking him to the inside. Shango Fett spinning his way through.
Like a dervish through the pack.
He's got a lot of spins in his toolbox. B-Rad is out, and Shango Fett right behind him. Yeah, the Connecticut bench, the Gatekeepers bench, instructing Shango Fett to call it because they have a big advantage in blocker numbers right now. 4-on-2. Funkin' Crazy and Pygmy Fantastic starting jam number 25 in the box. Double XL is making crazy zombie faces at his jamming teammate.
Bunny ears.
Yeah. He's doing the claw.
Oh, party hat?
I think he's doing the Elvis claw. Cloud Kicker very effectively finding
holes, but well, not able to power through them.
Yeah, I mean, he's finding the backside of Double XL is what he's finding. It's quite magnificent in its glory. He's finally almost through, but number 73, Sweet Tooth, knocks him to the inside, makes him start over. And Double XL shoving Cloud Kicker to the outside. Oh, a big clockwise block by Circle Jerk. Finally, Cloud Kicker is out. We have a fourth minor.
Major whistles.
Being signaled. Yeah, that was that clockwise block on Circle Jerk. We have the Gatekeepers bench informing their own teammates. Guys, that was awesome. They're feeling pretty good about the way things are going here. It's 188-38. That was a 6-0 for St. Louis. Connecticut hasn't gotten scoring going yet in the second period. Not for lack of trying.
We have Crashosaurus Rex on the line as a jammer for the first time for the Death Quads.
Magnum PIMP blasts through the inside. Oh, Zach Sabbath. Oh, friendly fire. He trips over his teammate, number 24. That is Nat King Kill.
Somebody going to the box.
Oh, and a big hit by Nat King Kill into Crashosaurus. We have Magnum PIMP asks his box on his way to the penalty box, who did I take down? As if to complain about the call. And someone on his bench said, oh, yeah, you did it. He looked back at them and said, oh, okay. So Crashosaurus Rex is the only jammer on the track right now. He is
Wrecking Bill to the box for an out of play on that last pass.
We have no pack. We've got
somebody's got a
failure to reform there on a couple people. We have a cut by Crashosaurus Rex.
But he's
4
still
points.
Scoring points.
Yeah, he's got 4, not 5.
Much needed points.
Connecticut on the board for the second period. Circle Jerk out of the box is going to go try to play some offense right there. And, oh, a nice repel there by number 618 to just cause. Oh, but now he's on the ground. Oh.
Everybody on the ground. It's nap time in turn 1.
You saw one of our scorekeeping spectators there making a a gesture intended to help the referees decide what to do with that possible low block. That was 4 points for Connecticut. I'm glad that scorekeeping spectator questioned the call, so I didn't have to.
That's Hambone's favorite thing. Questioning calls.
And this jam did not start. We have
full boxes.
Yeah, we've got a parade of people who owe time in the box and people who are in the box. Starting in this box will be in jam number 27. Well, unless Ringster's not quite updated, it should be Fro Sirius and Green Slam Turn for Connecticut. And we have Magnum PIMP, Nat King as a jammer, Nat King Kill, and Wrecking Bill all starting in the box for St. Louis, assuming no changes to the personnel lineups. We have Double Excel, and Hit Happens playing.
Wrecking Bill. We've got Wrecking Bill in the box.
Rock, paper, scissors, presumably not to determine the winner of this bout, but we have a time correction in the period. 20 minutes and 13 seconds left in the period.
It is a party in the Gatekeepers box.
Who is?
There are 4 people in the box.
Well,
a jammer and 3 blockers. One blocker standing.
Yeah. The only Gatekeepers blocker right now on the track is Double Excel.
And he's the one that you want out there if it's one. If you got to have one.
We have Nat King Kill standing as a pivot, and we have 82 Percy Control sitting along with 86D. That's Wrecking Bill. This is one blocker against one blocker. Wow. With no jammers to start the jam. This is fantastic.
Okay.
We're going to have no pack to start.
It's going to have no pack.
We are on our feet here, making sure we understand what's happening. It's one-on-one. Okay. Oh, and now Magnum PIMP, boop, boop, and lead. And Fro Sirius is out of the box as well. So that one-on-one blocking start literally lasted less than 5 seconds, but it was awesome while it was happening.
Watch. PIMP around for a
Double
scoring
XL
pass.
with some offense there, and a nice spin by Magnum PIMP. It's a quote circle jerk. Damn you, Magnum. The Derby philosopher circle jerk.
XL doing
Oh, we have a pack destruction. That should be a destruction major on Double XL, who just stood still out of nowhere to destroy that pack. But now I'm making calls again. I got to cut that out. Whee!
Right over the inside.
Instead of making calls, I'm going to make sound effects. That was a wee moment for Magnum PI, and he's MP, and we're going to have another one right here.
We're going to have another one. Somebody's going to the box.
Not so much whoa, not so much wee, but a whoop whoop.
Fro Sirius tries to go in for that hit.
There goes Double XL into the box.
He might have been better off with a partner, but at the moment he has no partner because everybody was in the box.
Oh, major block in the back by Magnum
I don't know.
PIMP.
It looked to me like Fro Sirius initiated that block, but
you can make that argument. I'm not in the business of second-guessing referees, though, so I'll let you have that conversation with yourself. We have Crashosaurus Rex is through for some badly needed Connecticut points.
More Connecticut boys to the box.
1819 Fro Sirius off to the box.
2-on-2. A micro pack.
Whoop, whoop. And it's Crashosaurus Rex's turn for some sound effects, some well-deserved sound effects.
A very interesting strategy right now. They're not with partners. Now they're with partners.
Ooh, big hit by Wrecking Bill. Crashosaurus Rex with a smile on his face saying, all right, you got me that time, buddy. And he gets him again. Zach Sabbath tries to knock out Wrecking Bill, doesn't get it done. This is really good work by Wrecking Bill. Yeah, those blocks by Wrecking Bill saved 5 points for his team. That was a 5-point effort there from number 86D, the man with the mustache. I've always felt the blockers who, you can pinpoint this block was worth 5 points. Those should be totaled up in some sort of completely subjective, non-fungible way.
I like the word fungible. Again, 2-on-2, a micro pack. One jammer on the track for the Death Quads.
Kenny Cloud Kicker. And Double XL is out of the box. We're going to have a 3-on-2 advantage. Whoa, and Cloud Kicker's through in lead.
Takes that inside line like like he's stealing something.
Hit happens out of the box. We've actually got more people out of the box than in it, which is nice to see. Magnum PIMP comes through. Oh,
Funkin'
nice.
Crazy sees him come out of the box. Only one.
Oh, good job by the Connecticut blockers to not give Magnum a free pass on his first pass through the pack.
Good eyes.
Oh, but now he's through.
Squeaks through on the inside.
Ooh, big hit by Inquadable Hulk. We have nil death experience with the fourth minor. It was a clockwise block minor, according to Ringster. The score is 213 to 55. Connecticut's scored in each of the last 3 jams.
Good for Connecticut.
Good for Connecticut.
Best thing about Derby is every 2 minutes it's a new jam.
That's right. It sure beats finding shoes in the middle of the floor. Now we've got Pastor Muppets on the line against Debaucherous Prime. Return to your bench. Gray 1-3. Return to your bench. We might have 2 pivots.
I don't see
Yes,
any.
we have 2 pivots. We have a pivot in the penalty box for St. Louis.
That sucks.
So
that is just. That sucks when it happens.
Oh, that's an assist out of play.
Yes.
Yeah, by
Chop Saw
86
sees
T.
it.
Chop Saw got that one. Wrecking Bill giving his jammer, Debaucherous Prime, a big arm whip about 30 feet away from the pack. That's an interesting call. I like it. But St. Louis didn't do themselves any favors there. Oh, we have some hugs between Pastor Muppets and Debaucherous Prime.
Boys can hug too.
That's true, they can. Especially
there's more hugging in volleyball and gymnastics than Derby.
But not much.
But not much.
There's more punching in roller derby. I mean, between jams, between teammates, not during jams. Anyway, for those of you unfamiliar with the too many pivots on the track rule, basically it meant that St. Louis was short one person for the duration of the jam.
The entire jam.
Yeah. And Connecticut wasn't able to make hay out of that. That was a 0-0 jam. Oh. This jam is called off for... The jam ref was not on the track. The jam ref in the white helmet was confirming the score of the previous jam with her score tracker, and there was a little communication failure among the rest staff.
And we have Freddie.
We have another
the
dog.
in
Can
the
we get the
house.
other dog? Jonathan R. is on it. We're going to miss
Freddie's
the
the
first
best.
seconds of this jam in favor of the dog. That's Freddie the dog. Freddie not as loquacious as Tucker, it's sad to say. All right, back to the action.
He's got his mouth full of a ball all the time.
Yeah.
So
A squeaky ball.
a squeaky.
Squeak, squeak,
ball.
squeak is about the extent of Freddie's vocabulary. It's too bad they've spent a lot on lessons for him. The elocution lessons just aren't.
Nice tight wall at the top of the pack, but it falls apart.
Tweet, tweet. I know what that means. It means lead jammer for, in this case, St. Louis. Zip, zip, zip goes number 929.
Funkin' Crazy. He
He's
took a big hit, but popped up like toast.
Here comes some scoring for the Gatekeepers. Oh, nice footwork there by Batwing to stay in bounds, and he calls it. That was really pretty. And he picks up 3 points for his team's cause.
Might have been the first time I've ever heard men's roller derby called pretty.
Called what?
Pretty.
Oh, it is very pretty, if you're doing it right. Double XL being sent to the box for his fourth minor. He has been to the box. This will be his 6th trip. Yes.
7 trips and you're
7
out.
trips and you're out. So he's got 14 minutes to contemplate whether or not he's going to take a 7th trip and to strategize accordingly. We have
Shango
Shango
Fett
Fett.
and Cloud Kicker.
Cloud Kicker meeting a wall of 5150. That is the guy with that uniform number. And number 82, Percy Control, making life hard for Cloud Kicker. Inquadable Hulk, 5150. I brain farted on that one. Apologies to Mr. Hulk. Cloud Kicker shoved out by
Wrecking
number
Bill.
86D, Wrecking Bill, the man with the stash.
There's going to be an out-of-play call here soon.
We have a split pack momentarily. We have a few engagement minors being assessed during that brief split pack situation.
You know, Shango Fett's got some wingspan on him, and he keeps shaking it
Oh,
like the crazy inflatable guy.
Number 82, Percy Control, picked up a multiplayer block. We had a great view of it from up here. That was a fourth minor, that multiplayer block. He was grasping his teammate and blocking with the forearm at the same time. Could have called that as a forearm or a multiplayer. We have a major cut. That's a good call on the Connecticut jammer. That was multiple players danced on the inside line.
Cloud kicker goes to the box.
Woo! And Shane Goffett gets his own little sound effect.
Woo!
Hey, I'm doing the sound effects.
Oh, right.
All right, you can do some too if they really, really must escape from your mouth. Let's go, Shane Goffett coming. Oh. Nice footwork by Mr. Fett. That's Shango if you're nasty. Two St. Louis blockers in the box.
That's a familiar phrase. Connecticut definitely winning the penalty battle.
Yeah. Double, well, my ringster here says Wrecking Bill is starting this next jam in the box, but that's not true. I'm looking right at him, and he is nowhere near the box. It must be a teammate. Oh, it's Percy Control and Inquadable Hulk who are starting this jam in the box.
High Plains Drifter coming up against that wall of yellow.
And, oh, that's always hard to call. I don't blame him, the refs, for not making a call on that one. When someone goes down small and gets just immediately toppled down over on top of, you can go with a blocking a down skater, you can go with a low block, or you can go with a let's play derby.
The Gatekeepers doing some offense instead of the maintain, don't skate strategy.
Oh, Pygmy, fantastic, overcommitting on that hit a little bit, opened up a hole for number 13, the High Plains Drifter. We have hit happens on his way to the box. For his fourth minor. Fourth minor, he had a cut and a forearm in this jam.
Connecticut too busy with some offense, and they don't get the jammer on that pass.
Oh, big hit there by 5150. Inquadable Hulk. We hear some whooping from the Connecticut bench. They are excited about their lead, which stands at 193. It's 251 to 58.
Inquadable Hulk going to the box for his fourth minor. I don't know what that fourth minor was. Oh, now an official timeout.
I could tell you what that was once it pops up on here. Specs offender prowling the infield area to make sure his concerns are being digested. Girl Fox now on the Connecticut bench is checking on the penalty totals.
Some scooting on their knees.
We have a correction to the period time. There are 10 minutes and 1 thin second left in the second period. Again, the score is 250 to 58. That was a 14-0 in the last jam. So my previously stated score, let's amend that. It's 250 to 58. Circle jerk.
Both of them false started.
Wait.
The jam whistle never blew.
Did the double jam whistle start?
It never blew.
All right. Ooh. Nevertheless, we have Magnum PIMP as our lead jammer. Circle jerk got a minor false start in that jam. Whoa! Look out below. Looks like everyone's okay. We have number 1819 headed to the box. That's Fro Sirius. Circle jerk smiling as he passes some green shirts, but after the fourth whistle, if he could turn back time.
Oh boy, we're going to have some derby now.
Yes, we have number 11, Debaucherous Prime. competing with Pastor Muppets. Debaucherous Prime, whoop, around that back wall and whoop, around the front wall. Nice work by Debaucherous Prime. Pastor of Muppets, meanwhile, battling with Incredible, why do I keep forgetting his name? Without the ringster, I'm lost. 5150, Inquadible Hulk. I knew there was an Incredible and I knew there was a Hulk. I just didn't know which order. Debaucherous Prime gets shoved out of bounds. Oh,
Major cut.
We have a judge that, we have a ruling that he major cut around Skatebreed, number 121 in the front. The person who hit him out went out clearly, but he came back in front of the foremost opposing, who was a different blocker, Skatebreed. So bad break for the Gatekeepers. Pastor Muppets, I believe, is still on his first lap. Out of play in the front. Pastor Muppets is now going to be scoring. It's what Connecticut needs. There are only 2 blockers in gray and no jammer at all in gray. This is exactly what Connecticut wants. They're doing it right behind the pole in our crash pad, which is very considerate of them because you wouldn't want to actually see it. But now they're back around, and near-death experience just shoving. Pastor Muppets around. And Pastor Muppets cuts near-death experience. Apparently I'm alone in that opinion. And he zips around Jukebox Hero. But that's 5 points, 5 badly needed points for Connecticut. Pastor Muppets, not the flashiest jammer, but he's got more points than a lot of other people on his team.
Froserius is having a solid game as well. I've seen him making a lot of offense.
We've out of play. Pastor.
Major cut, and Muppets goes to the box.
Those players that he cut were signaled as out of play by the front pack ref. I'm going to go one more jam without the ringster. I know it's killing you guys not to have me with a laptop in my lap.
Excel has 6 trips to the box as mistrial
informs
him.
Let's see what...
He has not been on the track very much recently. We'll see if he can keep it clean.
Yeah. Let's see if he plays it conservatively here.
Batwing through the pack like a hot knife through something warm.
Yeah, Double XL staying very far away from anyone in yellow. All of his teammates are, except for the jammer. But he's shoring up the rear of the defense to avoid any kind of contact fouls.
He's looking for the jammer coming out of the box.
Yeah.
He's got his eye on that box.
He doesn't care what Mr. Batwing is doing.
Yeah. Wrecking Bill making
He's
some
letting
offense.
everyone else go up and help him. That includes Sweet Tooth with some nice offense along with Wrecking Bill. And Double XL just staring at that jammer to let him know you gotta confront
me.
You gotta come through me once you get out of this box, Pastor Muppets. Turns around and contemplates playing offense and then decides, no. Hey guys, here comes Pastor. Let's do our thing. Oh!
Pastor Muppets to the box for a
major
block
forearm.
in the back.
It's ruled.
Oh, major forearm.
It's ruled. Well, no. It's a non-standard hand signal by that referee. She means block in the back.
Yes. Those sweeping hits by Connecticut are really getting in the way. If they, the coach in me says if they had just stayed a wall.
Fourth minor for, let's see who this fella is as he comes by. Number 618, Mr. Zeppelin, fourth minor.
Why
5 points.
Did they call it?
5 points for Batwing. All right, I'm going to excuse myself to go pick up the ringster so we can have some end-of-game stats for you.
So Batwing calls that jam even though the Connecticut jammer was in the box. That's an interesting strategy. Maybe he just wants to get some of his boys more playing time. You've got a big lead. You can put some guys that maybe don't have the jams in normal games, give them some time to shine.
We are back. The official score has advanced to 284 to 68.
Percy Control with some excellent offensive blocking to
circle jerk on his way to the box. That has he been? He's taking his time and taking off his stuff. That might be his 7th trip.
Shango Fett through the inside. They just left just enough for him.
I don't see an indication here what's going on with Circle Jerk, but he has definitely taken off his gear.
What?
Shane Goffett fist pumping for his teammates. Pastor Muppets out of the box after that block in the back. And, excellent control of that sideline by Shane Goffett. There's a clockwise block there by number 121, Skatebreed. Oh, nice offense by number 216, Jukebox Hero.
Shango Fat really tearing up the track.
Connecticut blockers, again, doing a great job. Knock them out and then dash back so quickly. And
but not getting out of play.
Yeah, and not getting clockwise blocks. Ooh. Big contact between Crashosaurus Rex and Shango Fett.
Oh, that was...
Jukebox Hero with a clockwise action there.
There we go. Mistrial sees it. Muppets is just fighting.
He's found Percy Control's hip. Not a nice place to be. Not having been there myself.
Crashosaurus Rex trying to do some offense.
Percy Control shoves Pastor to the outside. Pastor's got to watch his feet there to make sure he doesn't pick up a minor cut. Django is out for 5 points. Pastor almost all the way across the infield thanks to a hit from number 618. 618 being Led Zeppelin. We have 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game. The score is 314 for St. Louis, 68 to Connecticut. That last jam was a 30-point effort for Shane Goffett.
30 points.
30 points. This could be the last jam of the game, depending on how things evolve. We're just hitting the 2-minute mark right about now. Fun and Crazy on the line with High Pains Drifter. If Drifter gets through and gets lead, the pack is in the back. We have some out-of-play engagement in the front. Good call. Double XL is out there with his 6 trips, but this is probably going to be the last jam, so that's really not so much of a concern.
We could have another jam.
We could, but... Oh, we have a piece of equipment.
Pad.
A knee pad has self-destructed or been destructed. That jam is called We Are Going to Have Another Jam, which is certain to be the last. We're at 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. And we may wind up with a timeout here as Girl Fox. No, she's just checking on foul totals. Jam number 38 of the game has begun. That last jam was a 4-0 victory for the Gatekeepers. It's the very last jam. No better time than to stand around. Pastor directing his teammates.
Connecticut had the back line. They had a
zip,
wall,
zip.
and then they let it go. You're always better off with a teammate.
Yep. Debaucherous Prime just skating with energy as if it's 11:30 this morning and not 1:30 and after an hour of tough roller derby. Oh, Percy Control used his forearms to give himself a little more leverage to go hit someone. He used his forearms to the back of Pastor Muppets. The refs caught that one. That was a neat move, but not a legal one.
Through the inside, takes that line.
Once again, St. Louis dashing very effectively to the back to cause trouble for not only the jammer, but the other blocker. That is going to be the game. There is 0 on the penalty clock.
Period clock.
Period clock. Well, and the penalty clock. It's 323 for St. Louis to 68 for the Death Quads. We are going to